Hello, everyone, and welcome to another week. Oh my gosh. Congratulations if you made it through last week. It was a very, very, very intense week with the solstice energies and Mars going into Virgo. If you want to revisit that video from last week, feel free to go back into my channel and watch it. I have cleansed the space. I have my incense and my candle burning. We are here for a runes reading and ritual. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Misty Magdalena Grace. I go by Magdalena for short. If you like what you see here today, please like, subscribe, and share with your community. I'm a runes divination reader and abundance alchemist, helping you to divine your best health, your best wealth, and relationships through your own wisdom. My podcast is called Healthy and Wealthy and Wise. For that reason, I'm creating a movement of abundance because I believe we all deserve to live life and live it abundantly. Especially, I just want to have a moment of silence. I lost another friend to suicide. I know there was assassinations in Minneapolis. Obviously, there's war every day. So I'd like to actually just ground with you for a moment and just put your left hand on your heart, close your eyes, and let's just have a moment of silence. 2 deep inhales and exhales for those that we've lost, and also just honoring your own life and wisdom today. So left hand on heart, again, eyes closed. Go ahead, inhale into the nose, deeply inhale. And sigh it out. One more time, deep inhale. Hold at the top if you can. Suspend the breath and the mind. Sip in a little more air. And then exhale. Just taking a moment to connect with your heartbeat. Starting to prepare to receive the message that I give, as well as setting your intentions for this new moon in Cancer week ahead. What is it that you want to call in to your life? What do you want to plant new seeds today? Now that we're officially in summer, this is a season of abundance, vitality, growth, and expansion, illumination. Go ahead and open your eyes, grab a journal. We're going to dive right in. So I always start with a little bit of astrology awareness. I am not an astrologer. I'm a runes reader. Different but similar, as above, so below, as within, so without. It's a lot of introspection and divination that led me here. I've been working with the runes for about 3 years now, and they help me, really manifest my best health and wealth and relationships. Help me make some really difficult decisions over the past 3 years. Everything from moving to divorce to parenting and health matters galore. So as an awareness of the week ahead, the new moon is actually around 3:30 in the morning Pacific time on Wednesday, the 25th. So as of the time of this recording, it's Monday, the 23rd. So it's a great time to set these intentions. You could do it tomorrow, the 24th, on the 25th, or on the 26th. Right now, we're in the phase of the dark moon where it's the darkest, and heading into that also is a time of shedding. Full moon is when we release and let go. I did that 2 weeks ago. This one is about setting new intentions and planting seeds. And if you work with the astrologies, as I have for the past 3 years also, oh my gosh, it's to your advantage. Whether you're into astrology or not, if you're into the runes or not, my hope is you come with an open mind and an open heart. So right away, we're just leaving the solstice energies, although they're still prevalent. We've had the longest light of the year, so you may have had some major revelations. Runes reading last week was really intense, and holy shit, did it deliver. I even canceled my events on Friday and Saturday because I was just exhausted. We had a fire evacuation last week, Monday. Our house, we didn't know if we were going to come home. So there was just a lot of intensity, along with the news of my friend dying and suicide and all of that just really hit me hard. So I'm not saying that I'm 100% accurate for you. This is not a personal reading. It's a collective reading. So just be aware that when I read here in the next few moments that this is take the best, leave the rest. The idea here is to help you awaken something along with the astrological energies that are happening for us right now, to help you make a decision in your health, wealth, or relationships. So what is supporting us with this new moon? Well, first of all, I want to mention also that Jupiter is conjunct the sun tomorrow. Not only did we just head into Cancer season, which is the sign of the times right now in this moment, this cycle. This is all about a portal of light, abundance, and emotional expansion. So just before the new moon, the sun and Jupiter are joining together. Jupiter's all about expansion. It's the expansion planet. In the heart-centered sign of Cancer, which is about emotions, powerful emotional expansion, abundance, and spiritual enlightenment. This is a time for clarity, a time for encouragement or courage. It's also a soft time because Cancer is about water and emotions and flow. So it is actually a really great time. If you allow these emotions to flow through you, then you can receive more. And it's almost like a time of renewal when you cry and you allow the frog medicine or whatever to just flow through you. If you're into animal medicine like me, I'm actually going to be reading from the animal medicine deck as a bonus card reading today because of that. So whether you're, wanting to start a new business, whether you're wanting to start a new project like me, I'm launching massive abundance alchemy workshops, webinars, retreats, movement of coaching. Maybe you have a new relationship that you want to start or a path of study. So this time with Jupiter and Cancer helping you to blossom through emotion and clarity, your intentions that you set this week, especially whether it's Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, putting them in writing, it's going to help prepare the ground and lay the bridge or the steps in front of you. And when you do it in the manner of working with the runes and writing out your sacred intentions, maybe having your own personal ritual, Holy Toledo, your intentions and the seeds that you're planting are infused with cosmic astrological support. So just as a reminder, Cancer, again, I've already said this, but this is a great time to set intentions around home, family, and emotional renewal. Really nurture yourself. This isn't a time, even though summer, we think of farmers, their crops, they're taking care of their crops, but they've actually already planted a lot of seeds and done a lot of work in the spring. Now it's time for the crops to expand and grow. So maybe you're gardening right now, maybe you're wanting to nurture and have parties in your home, whatever the space may be for you. This is also a time to not forget to nurture and nourish yourself. So I just wanted to kind of plant those seeds for you on this new welcome. Anybody who's tuning in live, feel free to say hi. I always like to acknowledge when time allows. So thank you for tuning in. And if you're new to my channel, again, please like and subscribe and hit the share button. Sharing is caring. Just a couple other quick announcements. I do have a webinar coming up on Thursday on abundance alchemy for timing your best life in health, wealth, and relationships, and calling in to time with this new moon also. So Thursday at 4 p.m. It's free. It's a sampler of my transformational in-person workshops here in San Diego. So I wanted to really support my global family and community. So wherever you are, whether you're in Minnesota, Canada, California, Florida, Europe, you can attend this webinar. And if you can't attend it live, it's 4 p.m. Thursday Pacific time, so that may not work for you. You can always sign up to get the replay. And then if you're also able to travel to my workshop, I have one this Saturday, the 28th, and I have one on July 5th. So please feel free to sign up. And if you're watching this, I'll give you a promo code to save some money off. So you can email me at support@microdosingforhealth.com after you go to magdalenagrace.com to check out what my free webinar looks like for this Thursday and what the events, they're two similar but very different events on the 28th and July 5th. So if you're able, fly on in, come to see me on July 5th. It's holiday weekend. We're going to be all about freedom, focusing on your freedom and health, relationships, and wealth and abundance. So let's dive in. I'm going to go ahead and call in Spirit, call in Woden and Freya. Make sure you're not driving. If you're taking this seriously, you can always pause if you're on the replay and watch it later. You do not want to be driving. Pulling from my Hickory rune set today, which is what I typically do. I pull 3 past, present, future that also kind of go with the last new moon in Gemini, and also focusing on the present new moon and then what's going to lead you into the next new moon. So here we are. Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is the first rune. I want you to look at it and see if anything comes through, knowing that this is from the last new moon timeline, so about the last 4 weeks. Take a look first, see if anything bubbles to the surface. And if you want to write that down, if you don't know what algaes is, again, I'll be explaining here in the next few moments. I like to show you first and have you take a look at these runes first. Here we have, wow, we had this one last week. Here's Uru's reversed. That is for this new moon, but actually it's brilliant. It goes with this new moon that I just explained. And then the third and final rune, I'll have you take a look, is Berkano. Again, just look and see if anything this is a very potent reading. This is the second time that this has happened where, and I'm going to pull the bonus card here. I'm not going to show that one to you until we're done. So ultimately, these are all reversed runes. Now, I want to tell you that just like in tarot, which have reversed cards and upside down cards, that's basically the same thing. Runes are straight shooters, and I'm going to do the reading based on what I see and intuitive guidance gives me. And you take the best, leave the rest. Whatever is going to be right for you may not be right for someone else. So this first one is algaes reversed. So algaes, when it's upright, it is protection. So this would have been since the last reading that I did on the new moon. So this just suggests that there has been a lot of feelings of vulnerability and difficulties, and maybe you didn't feel protected. Maybe your defenses were down and you allowed someone to walk all over you, or maybe it allowed you to open yourself to challenges. That 1000% happened for me. I actually assumed some things about someone, and once they showed their true colors and I didn't trust my intuition, it put me in a vulnerable situation. If you look at what's happening on the planet and the collective, unfortunately, there was assassination in Minneapolis. There's been wars, more vulnerability, more people kind of open and having more difficulties. Keep in mind with what's happening on the planet right now. I don't want you to think, oh no, this is bad. This is ominous reading. Not at all. In fact, it goes in alignment with what I've seen. And it's just happening for us, by us, so that we strengthen our protection. I've done this for my own protection and my own safety in my business and in life and personal relationships. And when we learn a lesson where we allowed ourselves to be vulnerable, that was just some karmic stuff coming through for us to learn something. Okay. So it was an opportunity for me to reassess my intuition and how I need to listen to it more readily. And it also helped me reassess boundaries. So again, this was not a bad thing. Where in your life did you get to reassess since the last new moon where you're vulnerable or where you've made yourself susceptible to challenges or negativity? So think about that and keep it in mind that this is since the last new moon. Then now this current new moon this week, which goes with the Cancer new moon, is Uru's reverse. So we had this also last week, where it was actually the middle of the week, just like the new moon this week is in the middle of the week. So normally Uru's, when it's upright, It's about strength and moving through obstacles, like an ox moving a plow through rock and soil and hard grit. So this one is actually talking about rest, which is exactly what I did last week around this time, where I just needed to listen to my body. I needed to nurture and nourish. So this new moon and this time between now and the next new moon is encouraging you to plant seeds around how can you take care of yourself? How can you, based on this last moon, reassess your boundaries? Maybe is there a conversation you need to have? Maybe you need to talk with a relationship and set clearer boundaries. Maybe you need to just take some rest and self-nurture time. I just saw someone at a breathwork class and she was talking about, I'm sorry, I haven't been in contact with you. I've been just really quiet and going inward and reassessing some things in my life. Absolutely. Never apologize for that. Take care of you. And that's what this new moon is all about. So how can you nurture yourself this coming week? I know we have the holidays coming up with 4th of July here in America. There's a lot of times where you plan and you do, which isn't a bad thing. I'm having workshops and planning my next 6 months out for the rest of the year. But when you're doing something for education, that was part of what I mentioned. You could have a new moon intention around setting your goals for the next 6 months. A lot of times health, wealth, and relationships halfway through the year, this is a time to assess those. I have a workshop for that coming up in late July. So, and my workshop on July 5th will be all about planning, what is your goals for the rest of the year also. So this is a time to not just do nothing. This is a time to really reassess, slow down, nurture, and nourish. So set an intention around that for this new moon. And last but not least, this is Berkana. This one is also reversed. So, sorry, I just dropped it, so now it wasn't. But anyway, it is reversed. So normally when Berkana is not reversed, it's all about nourishment, taking care of the feminine energy. So the fact that this is reversed is also supporting this last one. And what I'm getting from divine guidance is to just really take care of your health this week. There may be temporary breakdowns. There may be temporary issues with your health, and especially I'm getting if you're a woman, really make sure you're paying attention to the signs and listening to your body between now and the next new moon. Really continuing on with that nourishment. If something comes up for you that is challenging you, maybe it's a masculine energy, maybe it's an anxiety, a fear, take notice. Take heed. Again, this isn't a negative thing. It's just make sure you're ready. So take care, do all of your supplements, take care of your meditation, take care of whatever you need so it doesn't turn into a chronic illness. So this is again going perfectly with the new moon. How can you nurture and nourish yourself? What can you do to help yourself prevent something from getting worse? Kind of goes along with that new moon too. If you need to have a conversation with someone, if you need to set some more boundaries, that maybe there's someone in your life, maybe there's a masculine energy in your life that's causing you a lot of heartache, stagnation, just whatever that might look like for you. Maybe it's time to have a conversation so that there isn't more trouble, more anxiety, more conflict. So take heed between now and the next new moon, which I believe is the Leo new moon, and getting us ready for Lionsgate season. So even though it's summer and a lot of times a lot of people will go out and network more, party more, just be more on the alert. So before we set our new moon intentions and before I tone the runes, I'm going to go ahead and show you the card that I pulled. I pulled the raccoon as a clarifying card to support this. And this is really fascinating. There's never a coincidence. I can never make this up. So the raccoon says, the protector of the underdog, provider for those who have none. Do you wear the bandit's mask to hide the good deeds that you've done? Teach me to turn away from rich rewards or worldly acclaim, knowing that my generosity allows my warrior spirit to be reclaimed. So the raccoon is the generous protector. Raccoon carries the medicine of the protector of the underdog and provider for the young, infirmary, and elderly. Often called Little Bandit by Southern tribes, this Robin Hood of the animal kingdom teaches us about generosity and caring for others. When raccoon comes your way, if you're being asked to contact your inner warrior to become a protector and generous provider for those in need, and based on this new mantra, I just remind you also for yourself, providing for yourself in need. Raccoon medicine people have the uncanny ability to assist others without allowing them to become victims or dependents, which is fantastic. I just talked about boundaries, right? Like the tribal chiefs of old, raccoon tends to the needs of the tribe before taking anything for itself. A troop of raccoons scouting for food is often a hilarious exercise in generosity. After rolling in the cornmeal or flour, they finally settle on their favorite morsels, giving the best tidbits to their lookout. Raccoons leave a watcher behind when raiding a campsite or mountain cabin, usually the dominant male. He is always fed first by the other raiders to honor his vigilance as the group's protector. This uncommon lack of greed is as rare in the world of humans as it is in the rest of the animal world. While other creatures fight one another for the best of a kill, raccoon teaches the universal law of giving back to the source of your strength, guidance, and protection, which again, always talking about your inner guidance and inner protector there as well. You are also reminded that benevolence and generosity comes around full circle to reward the giver. If raccoon wanders into your cards today, this little bandit may be telling you to look around and see who needs your strength at this time. Speak up in defense of another instead of remaining silent when others are gossiping. Maybe it is time to share the bounty of your time, energy, or possessions with the less fortunate, but remember to help those in need to develop their own protector and provider skills. In all cases, raccoon asks that you honor yourself and others equally. Provide for your own needs, or your well will be dry when you choose to give generously. So again, put your oxygen mask on first, then ask, how can you maybe connect with a tribe, a community? How can you ask for support and also provide support at the same time? So ultimately, this going along with the three cards that we pulled just shares, talks to me that you're setting your boundaries, you're protecting yourself so that you can give and protect others. You're nourishing and nurturing yourself, taking care of your health, your wealth, relationships. Again, whatever you got out of today's reading, now I'm gonna tone, I'm gonna sing to you so that you can set your sacred intentions. Okay, so at this time, if you want to, you can close your eyes. You don't have to. I'm going to sing the runes just for about 3 minutes, give or take. And so you can just listen in, close your eyes, and ask yourself, your higher self, your divine guidance, based on this reading and the bonus card, what do you want your new moon intentions to be? So go ahead and settle yourself, close your eyes, feet firmly planted on the floor, butt sitting back firmly in the chair or on whatever surface you are with. And I'm going to go ahead and sing. Closing your eyes, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale.
Subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Hire Magdalena for a runes reading or healing session by emailing support@microdosingforhealth.com.